Hey everybody, Covert Donut here. Welcome back to the channel. No gaming in this video. I just wanted to take some time to talk to y'all a little bit. Something that's been on my mind, I guess. I don't know. I haven't been to sleep, so I look like shit. And there's a reason I haven't been to sleep. And it's something that a lot of people don't like to talk about and stuff like that. So I figured this is going to be a little session where I kind of open up to you guys and let y'all know what's going on. So I don't know, it's really tough to talk about this because okay, so I have PTSD, and I don't know, I get angry at like the littlest things, and it keeps me up at night, and I get in trouble at work and stuff like that, and it just sucks all around. Like, that's why I haven't been to sleep. Well, that and because my knee is hurting. But I don't know, I just really got to thinking about it because I've been having a rough go at work here lately. Some of it my fault. Well, some of it my fault that I wish I could change, but it just doesn't happen that way. And some of it not. For those of you who don't know, PTSD is just a bitch. Okay, and again, not a lot of people like to talk about this. The only reason I'm doing it is because Dale, I consider him my brother. He's actually my cousin, but I consider him my brother. I mean, we grew up together. Blood couldn't make us any closer. I call him my brother. I was talking to him about it, and he's in the Marine Corps as well. He's still in, and he sent me a picture, and I hope he doesn't get mad about me saying this, but and the stuff he struggles through. So it was kind of cool because I've always looked up to Dale. I've always looked up to Dale. I mean, since we were a kid, I always wanted to impress him. He was my role model. To this day, he still is. He's got a beautiful little girl and a loving wife, which is just absolutely amazing. Jennifer, if you watch this, you are one of the sweetest people I've ever met. And I know that's rough. Well, at least I know how rough that can be, I think. I don't know. We don't talk about it a lot. So I don't really know what his issues are and anything like that. But it sucks because I have a problem trusting people. I literally trust nobody. So I go to work. Usually I have a shit day at work because I get angry at the littlest things. I mean, if I drop my car keys, I get pissed. If someone stares at me too long, I get pissed. I immediately like, oh, why are they staring me down? Are they planning on something? What do they want? And it's a lonely existence. I go to work. I usually have a horrible day, and I come home and I sit in my room. I even pretty much avoid my family. And it's not just me. There's millions of people out there that go through this, and it drives me nuts because we automatically get labeled, crazy, or people shy away from us. And I had one of my pharmacists tell me just to get over it, and just all kinds of crazy shit. And people just don't understand it. It's not something you just get over. Trust me, I don't like the way my brain works sometimes. I don't like losing my temper. I don't like thinking some of the things I think. For the most part, I hate it. When I'm like that, I hate myself. I hate my brain. I know that I shouldn't be thinking that way. I shouldn't be getting mad over the dumbest shit. And it's like, it's a vicious circle. I get mad that I'm mad, which makes me madder. It's a vicious cycle. The only retreat from it, I guess, has been YouTube. I've always told y'all, y'all thank me for making videos and making you laugh, and I adore that. That's why I started this. JackSepticEye and Matthew Santoro, they're the two reasons I even decided to make a channel, because when I came home on my worst days, they would make me laugh. And for that brief moment, I was happy. Or at least forgot about my shit. So I decided if I could do that for someone, that was my goal. That was my mission, to help somebody, one person, even if one person. So now it's 157 people. So at least I hope so. But even one person, that makes it worth it. But it's an escape for me. I've always told y'all, don't thank me, thank you. Uh, y'all are the only escape I have from myself and the misery and everything else. When I'm talking to this camera, when I'm playing games and I'm talking to y'all, I try to think of y'all, anybody who watches, individual people. I try to make it personal, and I'm absolutely blown away that someone would actually sit down and watch my stuff, and it's for the most part the best communication I have with another person any day of the week, and that's both uplifting and at the same time kind of sad, because I'm just talking to a camera, but I realized that the comments have started coming in, and I can chat with y'all through comments and Twitter and and all that. I had a really good conversation with someone on Twitter the other day. He's an author. He's written, I think, 86 books on Amazon, stuff like that. Amazing guy. We chatted for a while. It was amazing. First time I've ever met someone on Twitter and we actually had a conversation instead of like a 140 character quick tweet. But I don't know. I just wanted to give y'all a glimpse into what it's like and what millions of people go through with this. And I don't know. It's tough because, you know, I try to see a therapist, and that's a very awkward feeling as well, to just go in and sit in a room and someone's judging you while you're trying to talk. And it's like, if I knew what the fucking problem was, I wouldn't have the fucking problem. So thank you so much, first of all, for y'all watching my stuff and for all the nice comments and everything like that. Y'all really are the reason I do this. And I do it for myself as well. It's an escape for me. Even if every one of y'all left, I would still make videos. I would still put them up. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. And I've noticed a trend on YouTube where everything is always sunshine and rainbows. And that's just not life. I get it though. I get it. Nobody wants to get on YouTube and watch someone who's depressed all the time or bitching. Well, maybe bitching. Bitching could be funny. I'm good at bitching, but like in a joking manner. I'm good at that. That's my comedic gold, talking about the stupid of society. But for the most part, you don't want to get on YouTube every day and watch someone just be down in the dumps. So I am incredibly grateful that I just kind of lose myself when I start recording, you know? And for that brief time, it's just me, and it's people who support me, and it's the game. It's not real life. I can get into the game, and that brief moment, that's the reality. You know what I mean? I just cut everything loose, let everything go. The trouble comes when it gets so bad that I don't feel like recording. Or I sat here all day yesterday at my computer thinking I need to record. I ended up downloading a lot of games. I have been building a new PC, so that's been one of the reasons you've been missing videos. I got a new graphics card. I built a whole new PC. So the next Resident Evil 7 game or Let's Play will be in like ultra settings. My PC can handle it. The old PC was built like 12 years ago, so it's amazing it was even handling it. But it's just a weird funk, you know? It's like I can't decide what I want to play. Like nothing feels right to play, and I end up sitting here staring at my computer or downloading games, and by the time they're done downloading, I'm like, well, now I don't feel like playing it anymore. And then when I don't record, again, that's my liberation to record. So it's like I can't even some days motivate myself to do the thing that makes me happy. And the thing y'all got to understand is when y'all meet people with any kind of mental disorder whatsoever, and I'm by no means saying I'm the worst. I don't want that to come off like that at all. Not by any stretch of the imagination. And I remember that on a daily basis. that some people have it so much worse than me. And I honestly could not fathom how those people would deal with it, because it's a struggle every day for me. Maybe it's just the job I have. I don't know. It's a stressful job, and I don't really get along with some of the people I work with. Some of it by no fault of my own, but I am a hard person to get along with. And that's another frustrating thing. I know I'm hard to get along with, but I can't do anything to fix it, because I try. I really do try. And just one little thing will flip it around. It's indescribable. But it got me thinking that I don't want any of y'all who might be suffering from any kind of mental disorder or, depression, even if mildly, maybe just once or twice a month, anything like that. Don't ever let the normal people tell you you're a bad person, or tell you that, it's wrong for you to be like that. I mean, in a spiteful way. Of course, we all want to be happy. So I guess wrong in that sense, but don't ever let them put you down. Just because you don't fit in society's little box, and what the normal people deem. Because the funny thing is nobody is normal. Everybody's got some little quirk, whether they want to admit it or not. Whether they want to put it out for God knows how many people to see it out there, or they keep it to themselves on a daily basis because they're too ashamed to even let their family know about it. And nobody is normal. There is no normal. But I am definitely one of those people who do not fit in society's box. I constantly push the boundaries. I have dark humor. I love dark humor. I say some outlandish shit just to get a rise out of people. I like seeing how people react to stuff. And that's not going to change just because most people want me to. And it shouldn't change you either. I'm very big on to each their own. That's why I never understood this whole... I'm not going to get into specifics. I don't want to get into all that. But just, some of the stuff going on in the world where people are getting other people's business. If it doesn't affect you, leave them the fuck alone. You know what I mean? What does it matter to you? To each their own. So, I don't really know what I want to say. I just want it to be aware that you're not alone. Everybody's got problems. And just because YouTubers on YouTube are happy all the time, I think that sets a bad precedence. I don't want to be that kind where it's just, cheery, cheery, fun, rainbow and sunshine time every day, every time you see me. Because I noticed something when I was watching those guys, not necessarily Jack and Matt, just any YouTubers that I watch consistently being always happy. That just made me feel shittier, because I'm like, okay, well, that's what normal is. They're constantly happy. Why can't I have that? Why can't I do that? But the truth is nobody's perfectly happy all the time. So that's why I say it sends a bad and possibly dangerous precedent to think that someone is like that 24/7. JackSepticEye, he's one of the most upbeat people I've ever seen. Always in a good mood, but he has down times. He's even talked about some of them, and I appreciated that. Just with the bullshit I'm going through right now, I'm fed up with it. I'm fed up with feeling like I'm second rate, like people are better than me. Because I do my best. I'm a big fan of the chive, okay? I do my best to rack someone every day, do a random act of kindness. If someone comes in my pharmacy and they can't afford their meds, I pay for their meds. I go out of my way to help at least one person every day, and it's usually many more than that. I will give my last dollar to a homeless person. I will put myself out to help someone. I know I'm a good person. I just happen to have a problem. A problem that doesn't make me any less of a good person. I choose to think of it as maybe I'm even better a person because I refuse to let it drag me to the point where I am no longer a good person. You know, I still have faith in humanity for the most part. It's hard sometimes. Um, I refuse to let that be my norm. And I don't want anybody else to feel like it has to be their norm either. Because when it boils down to it, it's bullshit. People treating you like you're second rate, or they're better than you, or you're flawed beyond repair is bullshit. No one should have to be alone all the time. And it sucks because for the most part I am. And that's just something, especially, I speak of PTSD because that's what I know. Okay? I'm not saying it's the only condition where this happens or anything like that. But it sucks because, like I said, I literally trust nobody. I can't form deep, meaningful relationships with people. I do just eventually start to push them away when I see it starting to get to that point. And I'm not even talking about like, you know, emotional, like romantic. I'm just talking about in general. If I see it getting to the point where we're talking all the time, or I'm starting to get pretty close to them and all that, I immediately start backing off. I refuse to get that close to someone again, and it's just not right. It sucks. Oh, it sucks so much. I know I'm not making a whole lot of sense either, because you got to remember I haven't been to sleep. But it's because of that. This is the second time this week that I haven't gotten any sleep. Last time I had to go to work. Today I got to record. But it's because of that I really wanted to make this video. And I really don't know what to say in it. I don't know how to portray what it's like for those who don't have it, to maybe let them understand what people go through. I think we could maybe start a conversation down in the comments. If you're willing and you do suffer from some sort of problem, put it in the comments. I think it's time to start educating people, the normals, what it's like to be in our heads. And maybe just remind them that nobody's normal. And one of the main reasons I'm making this video also is because one of those normals, and I can't mention any names, I don't want to mention any names, is someone I work with. And since I can't tell them, we'll just make it a general thing. So that's all I got. I don't know. If this goes well and you don't all abandon me for making this video, perhaps we'll talk a little bit more about some of my life experiences. I don't know. That's something I think I'd like to do. I'd like to, maybe like a Q&A or something like that. Start doing like Q&A videos. Anything y'all like to know about me. Maybe it's time to start opening up. But until then, we will see you all in the next video.